Hi, this is Fran from Angelite Messages with Francesca with another pick a card reading. And today what we're going to be doing is a reading using the Oracle Tarot. Everybody's going to be getting a reading from that pile. And let's see if I can keep that there. The subject of this reading is, what should I do? So this is another one where you're asking for advice from Spirit, and it can be on any topic that you choose. Now, you could choose a topic for each different pile, like maybe your love life is one topic. Maybe another topic is, what should you do about your job? Okay, so I have 3 piles, and this time I just set this up a little bit differently. I shuffled cards from Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, okay? Now, I like these cards because the signs really could be interpreted in many different ways. So, if you're attracted to pile 1, which has the Tiger's Eye crystal, okay, Tiger's Eye, it also has the sign of the pen, creation. So if that appeals to you, then pile 1 is going to be your reading. Okay? For pile 2, I picked lepidolite. And the sign for pile 2 is Cupid, love and desire. Okay, and if you're thinking about pile number 3, we have the kyanite gem, and this is like a shard of it. I really like this one very much. Kyanite. And the sign that came out for kyanite was orange. Enthusiasm, excitement, warmth. So again, the question is, what should I do in this situation? It's going to be a 5-card spread, and every group is going to be using the Oracle Tarot, which is Lucy Cavendish. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but she's written lots of different kinds of Oracle cards, and I like these. I haven't used these in a while. Okay, what advice can you give me? So remember, you can pick 3 different topics and listen to all the readings, or if you're attracted to one topic over the other, or one card over the other, or perhaps one of these 3 crystals is important to you, then you can pick that as well. Pile 1 says pen, creation, Tiger's Eye. Pile 2 has Cupid, love and desire with the lepidolite. And pile 3 has the orange card, enthusiasm, excitement, warmth, and that's with the kyanite crystal. So I'm going to take 3 and 2 away for now so that we can start with pile 1. Okay, so pile 1, you have the Tiger's Eye. And to me, when people are drawn to the Tiger's Eye, to me it usually means something about ambition. But it's not an ambition where you're doing something that's going to be competitive over other people. Like this is, to me, if you picked this pile because of this crystal, I think your concern might be something on how to better yourself at something. Okay, and you have the pen, creation. So right off the bat, I'm thinking writing. I'm thinking the creative process. I'm thinking something to do with the arts is going to help you. But let's see what the rest of the cards say. I think we'll leave these. We'll put these 2 back here for now. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the Oracle Tarot. And like I said, there's 5 positions. The first card we're going to get is going to answer the question, what should I do? So this is the action card. What should pile 1 do in regards to their situation? Let's see if we have any jumpers. What should pile 1 do? Oh, here we go. Oh, looks like you have 2. So I'm going to take this jumper and the one that came out at the bottom. So this one came out first. This says 6. This is the 6 of Wands, wisdom of experience. Okay, so the 6 of Wands usually has something to do with looking at the past. So what Spirit's asking you to do is think about and reflect about how you dealt with this situation in the past. Or is there a similar situation that you've had to deal with in the past? Okay, you might be looking to see how you dealt with it in order to do things the same way, or you might be wanting to do something differently. But what you should do is look to your experience in the past, because there's some wisdom there for you. Okay, and the other card that came out for this, I was only intending 1, but I have 2. We have the 9 of Cups, relationship bliss. Okay, so if you're asking about a love situation, this is telling you to focus on what your wish is in this situation. Now, even if you're not asking about a romantic situation, I still think you need to focus on what your dearest wish is. So look to the past for any wisdom that can come to you from something that some kind of action that you've done in the past. Maybe it was a good action, maybe it turned out not to be a good action. But use that wisdom and go for what it is that you're wishing for, because this is called the wish card for a reason. Okay, if you can focus on what you wish to happen, this card is a good sign that it will happen. Okay, so I'm going to put those 2 right there. So your second position is why should I do this? Well, why do you need to look to the past? And why do you need to focus on the wish that you have? Let's see if 1 jumps out. Yep, just 1, good. Oh no, there's 2. Okay, Spirit's going to make this a long one. Okay, so why? Well, it has to do with ego and internal politics. 7 of Swords. Something happened in the past where someone was deceitful, and it has something to do with the situation. You may have been the one to be deceitful in the past, or someone else may have been deceitful. So this is your why, okay? Something happened before where it might not be in the past. It could be current, I'm sorry. So for the 7 of Swords, it's telling you, be careful that you're doing it for the right reason. Remember I said this is not a competitive kind of action. Don't let your ego get in the way. That means don't let your fears hold you back. Okay? Internal politics. So this is telling you to use your wisdom from the past because you're letting your fears take control. Okay? Don't let your fears take over. You're overthinking something. Focus on what you wish to happen. Don't focus on what you're afraid is going to happen. And your second why is your 2 of Wands, your own power. Yeah, you have a lot of power here. I'm surprised. This almost feels like a magician card, but you have a lot of power in this situation. It may not seem like it because you're not being called to do more than reflect on your past, use the wisdom that you have inside of you, and you're also being asked to focus on what your deepest wish is when it comes to this situation. This is the Two of Wands, and this is really a waiting card, okay? So don't let your fears take control, because you do have a bit of a weight involved. However, you have a lot of power, okay? This card very much reminds me of the Magician card. You have a lot of power, and the power is in what you are telling yourself. If you're telling yourself that this is going to be a disaster, I'm going to do the wrong thing, then that's what's going to happen, okay? You have to really act against these fears. Okay, your next card is going to tell you, how is this going to help me? So how is it going to help me? Whatever it is you're asking about that you need advice. Ooh. So how is focusing on your wish and realizing the power of your thoughts and your self-talk, how is that going to help you? I'm going to take this one here. Ooh, Two of Pentacles, cash flow. Oh, 2 cards again. Spirit is being very stubborn today. Okay, Two of Pentacles, cash flow. So how will this help you? Well, some of you might have been asking about money. So it could bring some money in. However, Two of Pentacles is usually about balancing money. So you might have to, this might actually help you balance your life out a bit, especially if you get rid of those fears, like not listening to those fears. That's going to help bring balance into your life, okay? Your emotions might be all over the place right now, and you might really need this balance. You might need to say, hey, enough of this negative talk, okay? There is the possibility it's bringing money in as well, though. And your second card says talents and skills, 8 of Pentacles. So how is it going to help you? Well, by doing this reflection on a past situation that has to do with your current situation, you are going to be able to develop some talents and skills. Now, don't forget this pen card over here. Okay, so this might be telling you that it's going to help maybe if you are a writer, maybe writing might be something that's going to help, but you're going to develop some kind of talent that you already have inside of you, some skill, some talent. I really feel strongly because you have the pen here. I think it is going to have something to do with writing or communicating, making something new. Okay, so it's going to help you start a new phase in your life. Okay. How is this going to help other people? Okay, Spirit. Whoa, right off the bat. Nice. Is this one, though? Oh, my gosh, the first one. And look at the one that it is. Ace of Swords. This is going to help other people because you're going to be communicating something to them. This is something, this is an important message that you have to give the world. I don't know who it is that is going to be receiving this message, but yeah, your advice is going to lead you, and it says here, status surge. This advice is going to lead you to really helping others. It might only be one person that you're helping. It could be more than one, but you're going to go up in someone's opinion. Okay, this is going to raise your status in someone else's opinion, and more importantly, I think it's in your own opinion of yourself. Okay, because really, what anybody else thinks of us isn't our business. But I really think that you're going to get a lot from this. But because the question was, how is this going to help others? I think that you're going to be communicating something that's important to others. You might actually be helping others feel better about themselves as you work through this problem or this situation that you asked about. So you're actually going to help others feel better about themselves as well. And you're definitely, your self-esteem is going to rise as well if you can follow this advice. All right, we're going to put that one there. And our last card is, what should I remember? So for me, actually, I was going to pick a different card to do this last one. I think we'll do the Energy Oracle cards. So this is the one big thing you need to remember. Let's shuffle these once. All groups are going to use the same cards. You certainly got a lot of extra cards, though. Whoop. Okay, and now you have 2 of these. All right. So an important thing for you to remember is patience. All right, remember earlier I said whatever you're asking about, it's going to take a while to come to resolution. So you do have to remember to be patient, and that's what might have to grow inside of you, is the patience. Okay? Because the solution to whatever you're asking about isn't going to come quickly. And the other thing oh my Lord. I have 2 of the same card in this deck. Wow. I don't know how this happened. I know that I have 2 copies of this deck, but somehow both of the patient cards not only got into this pile, but also came out together. That's really strange. So Spirit is saying, yeah, you're going to need a whole lot of patience, okay? This is very important for you to remember. Whatever you asked about, it's going to take time. It's going to take time for you to reflect and to figure out what is your deepest wish when it comes to this situation. Wow. Okay, I'm going to separate these cards for now. Wow. That is something else. Okay. So to end this reading, I'm going to pull out the pendulum. That's freaky. Okay. And I think I'm going to take your cards down here. I'm going to be shuffling those really good. And you can ask the Oracle a question about this reading, about this topic that you asked about. Like maybe something specific has come up. Actually, let me hold this while I do this. Okay. So if you haven't asked a question yet, pause the video and then come back when you're ready. Here we go. And if you're watching this video, remember you can pick a different topic for the second video if you like, or the second pile. Let's see what the answer to your question is. Okay, this is a maybe. You've got a maybe as your answer. So what I usually do for my maybes, because I never like getting a maybe, is I'm going to quickly take out my yes-no questions. No, my yes-no cards, excuse me. And we're going to get 3 cards. And we'll see what the majority is. Okay. Undetermined, so this is a maybe card. Remember, if it stays a maybe, it's because Spirit feels that you're not ready. Remember, patience was the big thing to remember about this reading. So, not possible, so that's a no for your question. Declined. Okay. So you got 2 of the no cards. So I would say the answer to your question is more likely to be no. That doesn't mean it can't become a yes, but at this point, it is a no. Okay, thank you for tuning in. And if you're leaving me, remember you can always contact me for a personal reading. And if you want to stick around, remember you can think of another topic for pile number 2. So pile number 2, your card was the Cupid card, Love and Desire. So I'm assuming that a lot of people who are picking this pile do have, they're asking for advice about a love situation. Okay? So right off the bat, I'm going to say that because this is the only card that came out with something specific to love. And you have the lepidolite. Now, what I want to tell you about the lepidolite, the colors of purple and white are very spiritual colors. Purple stands for the third eye chakra. That means a really close connection to spirit. And the white is for the crown chakra, which also has to do with your connection to spirit. The third eye and the crown are very close, not only on your body, but those chakras have to do with communicating with spirit. Okay? So you may already be getting messages from spirit about this situation. That's something I want to bring out, okay? If you're not, you might want to meditate or pray, depending on what you prefer to do. And the question that you are asking is, what should I do? What should I do in this situation? So everybody is getting the 5-card reading from, 4 of the 5 cards from the Oracle Tarot. So I want to do a good shuffle of this because I just used this for pile 1. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get only 1 card per position, but Spirit's going to do what Spirit's going to do. And let's give it one more shuffle. I think I'm going to do these backwards. Oh, these are a little bit big. Oh, come on. All right, so Spirit's saying that's enough of that. Okay. So Spirit, what should pile 2 do about their situation? What should I do? Pile 2. Okay, you got 2. Okay, so let's see what this is. This is the Devil card, issues of control and freedom, bondage. So this has to do with feeling like right now you're probably feeling like you're all tied up, okay? You're feeling like you don't have any control. This card is telling you is you do have control. There's something that's tricking you into feeling like you don't have control. All right, you have control over this situation, but you're letting, these are like fears. You're letting your fears keep you from making a decision. You're also letting outside influences kind of freeze you. You know when, like a deer in the headlights, like when a deer is actually in the headlights, it does freeze. This is really the image that Spirit is giving me. This is what you're feeling like right now when it comes to this situation. You don't know which way to turn, okay? I'm also getting another message. Oh, addictions. The Devil card a lot of time talks about addictions. So Spirit wants you to realize that addictions do have something to do with this situation. Now, it could be your own addictions, and it could be someone else's addictions. Now, we're not just talking the big ones like drugs and alcohol. This could be addiction to shopping. This could be addiction to being a people pleaser. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, Spirit's saying that's a big one for this group. You need to stop being a people pleaser. That's a direct message I'm getting from Spirit. Okay? You're not as bound up as you think. So you need to make a move. Even if you're afraid it's going to be a wrong move, your advice is you need to do something. Okay? Even if you think it's going to, even if you're afraid it's going to be the wrong thing to do, you got to get unstuck. And the only way to get unstuck is to move. Okay? So you need to take some kind of action. I think you already know, your options as far as your actions are. I just think you're too scared to do anything about it. Now, your second card for what should I do? You have, let's see, this is 5. Yep, 5 of Swords, challenges and problems. Okay, I want you to take a close look at this picture here. Okay, I like this. Sorry, I might have lost you there a minute. I like the way this is depicted because usually the 5 of Swords has to do with feeling conflicted, feeling like there are too many problems to handle. This is actually showing you how to handle this situation. You can only handle things one at a time. So make that first move, okay? Face this first sword, face this fear, and then make your next decision based on what's happened at this point, okay? Don't try to grab all of these at once and handle them. You've got to take things step by step. I like the way the Spirit shows this. You have the swords, kind of ascending up this hill. Okay? So your advice is to make a move, first of all. That's from the bondage. Make a move. And then don't be afraid to take things one step at a time. Don't be afraid to take things slowly. Okay? You're probably feeling overwhelmed with whatever the situation is, and Spirit is saying that you can handle it, but you got to take it step by step. So the next card is going to tell us, why should I do this? So Spirit, why do they have to just get out of this rut? Why do they have to take a step? Why do they have to handle these fears or these problems one by one? 10 of Cups. Why? Because you probably, I really think this is about a love situation. You want the 10 of Cups. All right, the 10 of Cups is happily ever after, whatever that means to you. Okay? It doesn't have to be like the fairy tale, happily ever after. Whatever it is that's going to bring you stability, happiness, love, growth, okay? Again, your card was Cupid here, and love and desire. 10 of Cups is the ultimate end goal. So why do you have to do this? Because you've got some pretty great karma waiting for you, okay? Spirit doesn't want you to let the situation you're in right now stop you from getting what you want. And if you didn't ask about love, if you asked about work or a different situation, you still have this abundance waiting for you. Whatever area you asked about, you have this waiting for you. But the only way you're going to get there is by moving step by step. So that's your why. Okay, how is it going to help you? How is taking things step by step going to help you? Oh, thanks, Spirit. Looks like there's 2 again. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. It's going to help you finally make a choice. This is another card that I take with that stuck meaning. When you have the 7 of Pentacles, you have too many options in the air. Okay, there's too many different ways you can go. And that's what keeps you bonded. That's what keeps you feeling like you're tied down. Okay, so by taking it one step at a time, you don't need this question mark. You're either going to start here or you're going to start there. And then you're going to proceed. Okay? So this is how it's going to help you. It's going to help you get unstuck. It's going to keep this Wheel of Fortune moving. Okay? This is not the Wheel of Fortune card, but I feel very much that Spirit wants you to know that you have a big prize waiting for you at the end. But you got to get started. And I do feel like you've got to get started right away. You've wasted a lot of time. I don't want to say wasted, but you've spent a lot of time in limbo. And, enough's enough. Wow. Ace of Wands, follow your dreams. So how is this going to help you? Well, it's going to help you get towards that Ten of Cups. This is a very powerful card. This again is telling you, we got a similar message in group 1, that you're the one that's in control. Okay? You're the one that can make this Wheel of Fortune start to turn. Okay? And wands are a very fiery energy. So you want to, Spirit wants you to know that it's going to help you realize that as you handle each fear, as you handle each problem, you're going to feel stronger and stronger. And you're going to feel more powerful. Okay? So that's how it's going to help you. It's going to help you not just in this area, if you are thinking about love, or whatever area you're thinking of. It's not only going to help you in this area to face your fears head on, it's going to help you in all sorts of areas. Your confidence is going to shoot up. Right now, I don't feel your confidence is at an all-time high. When you have this bondage card, the devil doesn't want you to feel like you're in control. The devil very much wants you to feel like you are tied down, like there is nothing that you can do. Okay? So that's really important. How is this advice going to help other people? So I do think someone else is involved, because like I said, I think most of you are asking about a love situation. So here's one card to tell us how others are going to be helped. Okay, 6 of Wands. This came out in pile 1. Wisdom of experience. Believe it or not, after you face all these fears, you're going to be someone that another person is going to turn to for help. Okay? Because they're going to see that you've been through this. This may not be for a while. Like you may solve this issue and then, 6 months down the road, someone's going to say, I have this problem, I need some advice. They're going to tell you about it. You're going to like, oh, I know how to solve that. And you're going to help them face their fears one by one, just taking action. So this is great. It's not only going to help yourself, you're going to end up helping someone else as well. I like that. That's a great card to get in this position. So your last card actually is not going to come from the tarot. We're going to take your last card, What Should I Remember? This is from the Energy Oracle deck. So what is the one most important overarching theme that the people in this pile should remember? Oop. 2. Okay. We came out with 2 for group 1 as well. So the first thing to remember, envy. Envy. Don't compare your path to anybody else's. Okay, so if this is like a love situation, don't compare yourself to someone, to another couple that's further down the road. Okay, or if you're someone that's single, try not to be envious of people who are together, because this is going to be one of those things that's going to tie you down. Okay, don't compare yourself to others. This is one of those fears that is tying you down and keeping you from moving towards your abundance, your 10 of Cups. Okay, so remember that. This is definitely one of those ties from the Devil card. And the second card is contract. Now, I'm going to ignore contract for now. And whenever I see the scales, I think of Libra. Okay, so remember that in order to be balanced, in order to solve this problem in a way that is balanced, you have to take it step by step. Okay? Contract, let me think what this could be. What does this have to do with this situation? Okay, Spirit is saying it could be a marriage contract. This could be, you might be asking about marriage. This could be, there could be a physical contract involved, like in a work situation. But I think it's more likely, this is more, I feel like a contract with yourself. I think you're working through some karma right now, like you're trying to get to what you know you deserve, okay? And just remember that you have that 10 of Cups waiting for you, okay? But in order to get there, it's like you have to take one little fear out at a time of the other cup here, okay? So you've got the two scales, or you got the balance scale here. And in this cup are your fears, okay? So as you take one fear at a time out, your 10 of Cups is going to get closer and closer to being even. Because I don't think we can ever totally get rid of our fears. I mean, I always think something pops up, but I'm an anxious person, so I might just be thinking that. But I do feel that you've got to get this 10 of Cups closer to you. And the way to do that is slowly facing one fear at a time. Okay. Now, I'm going to take your cards away. You got a lot of cards too, just like pile 1. But that's okay. And I'm going to take the pendulum out. So you can now ask a yes or no question that has to do with the topic that you were asking about. If you don't have a question yet, you might want to pause the video. And here we go. Okay. The answer to your question, oops, sorry, I moved it, but it was definitely. Okay, so that's a really strong answer from Spirit. That's a strong yes to your question. Okay, if you're leaving me, I hope you have a great day, but if you have another topic, here comes pile number 3. So group 3 picked the kyanite. And I like to think that anybody who picks this this crystal is definitely unique. I don't think you're the type of person that likes to do things the way that is expected of you. I think you're unique. Kyanite is has this beautiful blue coloring, and blue goes along with the throat chakra. So I'm thinking that a big piece of your advice is going to have something to do with communication and with your throat chakra. Pile 3 has the orange card, enthusiasm, excitement, warmth. So again, I really feel like this is going to be telling you that you're going to need to express yourself somehow. And being enthusiastic, being, showing excitement, that's of course being positive as well. So let's leave this here and see what we come up with. So I'm going to shuffle the deck. All three groups, I'm using the Oracle Tarot, which is there in the background right over there. So I'm going to shuffle these 3 times. We've only had one card come out that was the same for the first 2 piles, so that's good. 2. Let's try it one more time. 3. Okay. So this is a 5-card spread, and the question is, what should I do? So this is a general advice reading, and again, it can be on any topic that you like. So for the first card, we are asking, what should I do? We're just putting it out there for Spirit. Spirit, for pile 3, what should they do? All right. Wow. This is the 3 of Cups, celebration and bounty. Okay. This is the 3 of Cups is a big card about working with others. Okay. But I like this card. Take a look at this sassy girl. She is sure of herself. She is balancing those 3 cups on her head. There is nothing that is shy and quiet about this lady. Okay, so your overall advice, again, this fits in with your orange card. Whatever you're addressing, whatever you're trying to get advice about, you need to be enthusiastic. You need to be sassy. You need to have balance. You need to let your warmth show. She even has an orange skirt on. She's got the 3 flowers there as well. The 3 of Cups, like I said, it's a card about coming together. It's a card about celebrating. It's a card about good friends. So part of your advice, I think, has to do not just with your attitude, but to look for someone in your life who resembles this woman. Now, I don't mean physically resembling, but I mean her spirit. You've got someone in your life around you who can help you with the situation. And it could be a he, just because this is a woman. I really don't think that it's gender specific for this one. There's someone in your life who has this exuberant kind of personality, and they're going to be able to help you with the situation. They want to help you too. This could be a business situation. People could be asking about their careers, but there's somebody who's very important around you that's more than willing to help. Okay. All right, Spirit. So why? Why should this person be exuberant, excited? Why should they look for someone to help them in this situation? Someone who has those qualities. Ooh, right there. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, this came out earlier. Now, the 7 of Pentacles, this tells me the answer to why is you're considering too many different options right now. Okay, and by considering too many options, I think you're kind of bringing your spirit down. It's like you're doubting yourself. Okay, so you need to be confident in your ability to make the right choice. Okay, this person probably will help you, and it might be the same. This girl might be that same girl from that card as well. It could be the same person. It could be someone different, but I think they're meant to be the same person. Well, maybe not. Whoa. Spirit, what are you doing to me? Okay, I think that means it is the same person. I have never had anything like that happen. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, this person can definitely help you make the right choice, okay? You have a lot of different options, and they're all good options, but I think you're feeling like you can't make a decision yet, okay? This card is telling me that you need to pick the option that makes you feel enthusiastic, excited, and warm inside. Okay? And Spirit said that definitely this person can help you. Wow. That is strange. Okay. Maureen, I'm glad you were on here when that happened, because I wouldn't believe it if someone else wasn't seeing it too. Okay. So your third card. How is this going to help you? Ooh. How is it going to help you to have this attitude, to have this person help you? Unfulfilled expectations, 5 of Cups. Okay. So the way that this is going to help you is that the 5 of Cups usually has to do with not realizing that you still have 1 cup full. Usually there's 4 empty cups, and then there's 1 cup that's still full, but the person doesn't see it. This is a very interesting way to depict it. The way I'm seeing this is these are all empty, okay? And then we get down to this bottom one, and this bottom one is actually full, okay? Or it could be the top one that's full, but it might be the top one that's full. But do you see that this little creature here, this sprite, she's looking away from the one that's full, whether it's this one or this bottom one. Okay, she's already thinking it's time to move on because I don't have anything left. This is telling you you do have something. You do have a great opportunity in front of you. It's just that you're not seeing it. Okay, if you can stay enthusiastic and excited, and if you can pick the option that makes you feel that way, you're going to realize you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You think you've lost a lot. Whatever the situation is, you feel like, oh, I don't have what I want, okay? That's a very down kind of thought, okay? That's a 4 of Cups. Excuse me, it's a 5 of Cups feeling, but it's forgetting that you still do have something, a cup full of something, a cup full of talent, a cup full of love. It could be really a cup full of anything. Okay, your 4th card, you're the only group so far that's received 1 for each. How is this going to help others? So how is you making this decision, making the decision that makes you feel excited and enthusiastic, how is that going to help others? So what does this say? Enjoying the outcome. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this is definitely, I really do think that this has to do with business or making money or paying bills, okay? The way this is going to help is that your success is going to be helping other people as well. Your success is going to be helping others either financially or if it's getting a new job, you're really going to help that new place where you're working. It's going to be like a win-win situation, okay? I think you're going to be helping more than one person. So I do feel that this has to do with finances, with you're going to be bringing something to the table that this person or that this corporation or whatever it has to do with, they're really going to get a lot out of it too. I mean, 10 of Pentacles is, I usually say 10 of Cups is the happily ever after. The 10 of Pentacles is to me, happily ever after when it comes to your finances, okay? So it has to do with knowing that you're going to always have enough. And I don't mean you're going to be so rich that you can never spend all the money. That's not what I mean. But it's going to be, you're going to finally be at a point where you know that you're going to have enough to get what you want, and even some left over to get other way around. You're going to have enough to have your needs fulfilled, and then you're going to have some left over to get some of those wants that you want as well. And this card was for how it helps others. that's going to enable someone else to also have their happily ever after when it comes to money and finances. It could be your family. It could be a partner. Okay, so those are your first 4 cards. Now the 5th card is coming from the Energy Oracle deck. And this is, what do I need to remember? Okay, what's the one thing I need to remember? Action. 17. Yep, you got to make that choice. Okay. Now, the horses are running, but I don't think that means you have to make a choice immediately. But I think the quicker you make your choice when it comes to this situation, the quicker you're going to get to this outcome here, this 10 of Pentacles. Okay? The important thing, though, is that word action. You need to take the action. Okay? And don't take it lazily. Take it with excitement. Try to remember those words when you're thinking about this situation. Enthusiasm, excitement, and warmth. Okay? Those are going to be 3 important words for you to think about when you are dealing with this situation. And then the word action is important as well. Okay, so I am going to, this was meant to be like this was exactly how I pictured this reading to go, having 5 cards and 1 card that you picked earlier. But the other piles, wow, they got almost 2 cards for every question. So, put these back. Thank you, Spirit, for such clear messages. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to give you a chance to ask Spirit a yes or no question that has to do with this topic. I'm going to give you a second to think of a yes or no question that has to do with this topic. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, I thought it was going to stop at definitely, but it stopped at yes. Okay, so your answer to your question is a yes. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. That was a fun one to do. If you ever want a more personalized reading, I normally, my usual rate is for about a half-hour video. The cost is $40. However, on Saturdays, I have Sawbuck Saturdays, so you get a 10 to 15 minute reading for $10. Okay? So I hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.